Skin the Hardaway Sudden T, back with another EP. And today we here for a good time. And we here for a decent time today. We here for the fight breakdown and prediction between Nonito Donaire and Monster Inoue. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce Monster first name. Cause I don't wanna do that brother like that. I ain't even go butcher I ain't even go butcher G name like that. So I'm gonna call him Monster. Y'all know who Monster is. Monster needs no introduction, man. Y'all know who the monster is. So we got Nonito Donaire versus Monster Inoue. This is a rematch, from the first fight. The first fight took place about 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Uh, Monster Inoue going into the first fight was a heavy favorite. You know what I mean? Kind of like Monster Inoue going into this fight is a heavy favorite. But if you saw the first fight, you know that it transpired and it turned out to be anything but a runaway victory for Monster Inoue. You know what I mean? Nonito Donaire gave Monster Inoue everything and some that he could handle in this fight. When this fight, first took place, Nonito Donaire has never been a scrub or never been a pushover or anything like that. But when this fight had first taken place, it was seen as a passing of the torch fight. So, see what you mean? It was seen as a passing of the torch fight. Well, in this fight, we were supposed to see Monster Inoue, the young up and coming superstar, dethrone, the old veteran fighter who had been reigning, victorious over the division for years now. This was supposed to be like a changing of the guards thing from the old into the new with Nonito into Monster Inoue. But I don't think that, Nonito Donaire got the picture in that first fight. Nonito Donaire, he came in that fight and he dropped Monster Inoue and he broke his orbital bone, you know what I mean? In an extremely high value, high action fight. Nonito Donaire himself was dropped in this fight, as well. And Nonito Donaire had been knocked out before in his career. So going into the first fight, a lot of people had Monster Inoue by knockout or stoppage. You know what I mean? In the first fight, I also had Monster Inoue by knockout or stoppage. But Nonito Donaire, he came out there and he showed us why he is, a future Hall of Famer. He came out there and he showed us why he is, considered one of the best to do it in our day and time is Nonito. You know what I mean? But these guys have locked horns again. Now it was 3 years later. 3 years, too late if you're asking me, but I ain't gonna say too late. 3 years too late for Nonito. You know what I mean? Because he asked for this immediate rematch right after the fight was over. But for whatever reason, in the immediate rematch didn't happen. So kind of like the Triple G situation in Canelo, we waited 3 years and now we finally getting the rematch. This situation is a little different from Canelo and Triple G because both of these fighters have remained competitive in this division. Both these fighters, Donaire hasn't lost since, his fight with Monster Inoue, and of course, Monster Inoue hasn't lost, either. So both of these guys are still at the top of their games. You know what I mean? I still consider these two guys like 1 and 2 at the 118-pound division. So this is still a fight between top guys. Now Donaire is old, especially compared to the guy that he's facing off in this fight. But Donaire is one of those older guys who seems to be getting better, with time. Now we know that's just a saying. You don't really get better with time, especially not with the fighting game. You may improve, in certain areas. Your skill set can improve, but physically, you're going down. And 3 years ago, Nonito Donaire was, already, man, 37, 38 years old. Now he's an even older man, 40, 41 years old. So he's going to be battling in this fight. He's going to be battling against not just, Monster Inoue, but he's going to be battling against, Father Time. He's on the wrong end of 40. Well, I guess he's on the right end of 40. You considering him being in his early 40s, but he's on the wrong end of 40 to be, in boxing. You know what I mean? Most guys don't even make it to 40 years old in boxing. You know what I mean? So Donaire is up there, man. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be too surprised, like, say, after this fight, win, lose, or draw, if Nonito Donaire decides, to call it career. To call it a career. He's that far into his career. You know what I mean? But this is a fight which I think would be exciting. And I'm about to get into my breakdown and prediction portion of this video. I gave you guys the feeling, the build up to this fight. We here now, about to get into my breakdown and prediction portion. I'm about to bring my box rec up real soon. My bad, y'all, because I'm multitasking. I'm doing this, I'm talking to y'all, and I'm multitasking as well. So, bro, with your boy, I appreciate everybody sliding through this junk. Y'all do your boy a favor. When you come in, hit that like button for your boy. Hit that like button for your boy. Let me say what's up to the people in the building. My guy Teach, was good, Teach. He said the thing you have to notice that both guys backed each other because of their power. When Inoue hurt him, he was backing up. When Donaire hurt him, he was backing up. Facts, Brody. Facts. Shout out my guy MP. What the fuck? Was good? MP. What the fuck? Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. We about to get into the breakdown and prediction portion of this video. Now, this video take a little longer than the other one, but we go get it done. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button when you roll on in. If you in here right now, you ain't hit that like button, do your boy a favor. Go out, come back in, and hit that like button for your boy. I'm about to bring their box recs up. And we about to get down, to the get down. We about to officially get into the breakdown. Getting those box ranks up right now. Nonito Donaire. I'm going to spell his name because ain't no fucking way I can spell Inoue first name and last name correctly. So I'm going to just go from Donaire. Boom. Here we go. Now we here. Let me get my camera up for the good people. We about to get into the fight breakdown and prediction. What's good, Jay Lee? What's good, Jay Lee? If you're a betting man like myself, this is the time you need to pay attention because this fight will be happening tonight. And after I do this stream, I'm gonna do my live stream. You know what I mean? And then we go start the marathon countdown until Nonito Donaire and Monster Inoue tonight, which comes on. It's in the morning. The card gonna start about 5 a.m. But by the time y'all wake up, the fight card probably gonna be over it. But guess who gonna be up over on Sudden T? Kicking it with y'all tonight, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, because that's what we do. Me. But let's get into it. We about to get into the breakdown right now. Y'all do your boy a favor. Hit that like button when you slide on in. Don't come in without hitting that like button. Don't be rude. Let YouTube know that we doing a good job over here. Let YouTube know that we doing a good job over here. But yeah, I'm about to bring this fight. I'm about to bring the camera up. We about to do the fight breakdown in prediction. Appreciate you. Monster Inoue, Nonito Donaire too. About to get these box recs up for y'all people. Box recs up. Let me get the screen shirt. Let me get the screen shirt. We about to get into it. All right, now it say my shit ain't responding. Come on now. My bad, y'all. My camera had messed up. My bad. Jamie Fink said Donaire was hitting Inoue flush all the time. Inoue going into this rematch must have worked and improved significantly on his defense. If not, he's getting knocked out. Shout out my guy Jamie Fink. Jamie, y'all do your boy a favor, hit that like button on the way in. My computer had froze up or whatever the fuck had happened. But now I'm about to get the camera. We about to get into the prediction portion. I'm about to share the screen. We about to get into the breakdown and prediction portion of this video. Let's get it. We got. I ain't know you was back. I ain't know you was here. I ain't know you was back there. You scared the shit out of me. I thought you was upstairs. Huh? I thought your ass was upstairs. I saw you in the back. I said, "What the fuck?" I saw this you sitting up in the corner. I said, "What the fuck is this?" I don't know why I thought you was upstairs. But hey, yeah, my bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah, you were quiet as hell down there. My bad, y'all. We about to get into it. We about to, hold on, wait. Where is it? There we go, y'all. We about to get into it. Nonito Donaire, 42, 6, 28 KOs, one knockout loss. He's 42-6, no draws with 28 KOs. 39 years old. I thought he was about 40, so he's 39 years old. 5'7", with a 68-inch arm reach is Nonito Donaire. His last fight was against Ray Mark Gaballo, which was for a championship title, WBC, if I'm not mistaken. He stopped Gaballo in the 4th round. Guess what? I lost money that day because I bet on Gaballo and not Nonito Donaire, being the fool. You know what I mean? He also fought Nordine Obili. I lost money that day as well against Obili because I bet against Nonito, and Nonito went in there and he took care of business. Nonito went for Nito. You know what I mean? And we also see Monster Inoue right here. Here you go. Monster Inoue, his last 3 fights. And let's check the scorecards real quick. It was 11-16. It was 13-14. And another judge had it 9-17. Now, let's look at this for a second. One judge had it 11-16. Another judge had it 13-14. Those are extremely close fights. How in the fuck did this last judge have this fight 109-117? That's beside me. But I digress. Let's go to Monster Inoue, 22-0 with 19 KOs. He's 29 years old, exact 10 years younger than Nonito Donaire. He stands at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So Nonito Donaire is actually the bigger guy versus Inoue. One of the things on Inoue is that he's a weight bully. He don't fight guys his size, right? Nonito Donaire is a bigger guy than him. You know what I mean? So in this instance, Nonito Donaire is the bigger guy. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have no idea who any of these people are on Monster Inoue's fight list. Not a clue. Not one clue who any of these guys are. Aaron DePien, Michael the Russian, Jason Malone. I know who Jason Malone is. There you go. He knocked him out in the 7th round. Jason Malone. I know who Nonito Donaire is. You know, he fighting him again in the rematch. I know who Juan Carlos Pena is. You know what I mean? But that's about it on the short list. You know what I mean? That's about it on the short list. You know what I mean? Nonito Donaire is the heavy favorite in this fight. I think Nonito Donaire is like minus 550 in this fight. I think Monster Inoue is the heavy favorite in this fight. I think he's like minus 550. Nonito Donaire is like plus 350. So you got pretty good odds tonight on Nonito Donaire. If you feel like Nonito Donaire, can pull this off. If we going power for power, I think both these guys are about tit for tat on power. Both these guys can hurt the other one. You know what I mean? Both of these guys can be stopped by the other guy. So that's always fun to watch when you're looking at these kind of matches. So I go to power edge or be even. I go to speed and quickness edge. Maybe I hedge Monster Inoue slightly, over the Nonito Donaire. The Nonito Donaire is also, a pretty quick fighter as well. Not so much in his older day, but, still pretty decent. Still can move pretty well for an older guy. But I would edge the quickness edge slightly over to Nonito Donaire. Of course, the experience edge, goes to Nonito Donaire. He's been in over shit. He's been in about 50 fights, a little under 50 fights. If you count the amateurs, over 50 fights, over 100 fights. You know what I mean? Long amateur career, over 50 fights in his professional career. Crafty veteran, tough, gritty. Give the experience edge to Nonito, Donaire. I think in this fight, age is going to play, a big part in this, especially when we get on into the later rounds with Nonito Donaire and Inoue. I think if Nonito Donaire is going to win, then he's going to hurt Monster Inoue early, and he's either going to stop him early or he's going to hurt him early, and he's going to keep the tackle going on Monster Inoue, and Inoue is never going to be all the way fully able to recover. But as the fight goes on, naturally, I give the edge to Inoue. He's been a younger guy, the better athlete, longer win fighter. I would think, maybe if he could, get out, land first on Nonito, use his speed edge, then maybe he can control and dominate this fight. You know what I mean? The longer the fight goes, I give edge to Inoue. If it's a firefight, if it's a brawl earlier, I get an edge to Nonito. You know what I mean? One shot power. Maybe Nonito has more one shot power than Inoue, but I've never seen Inoue get put out, with one shot. So where I think Nonito may have more one shot power, I never seen Inoue put out with one shot. I've seen Nonito put out with one shot. So Inoue, maybe his power will be more effective against Nonito if he's able to land. You know what I mean? I seen Inoue hurt in the last fight. I seen Nonito hurt in the last fight. Both fighters got up, off the ground, and they continued to fight. In this fight, with Nonito being a year older, 3 years older, those punches are going to hurt just a little bit more. He's going to get just a little bit more tired. You know what I mean? So I give Inoue the edge as the fight goes on. I think the style of this fight, I think it could go two ways. I think it's going to go two ways, and it's depending on. The early rounds are going to tell us exactly how this fight is going to go. One way I see this fight going. One way I see this fight going is a back and forth battle. Counter punch to counter punch. Inoue throw a punch, Donaire throw a punch, and they counter each other. And they're fighting a tough brawl, and whoever lands that flush shot at the right time in the right way wins this fight. And one of these guys, get knocked out. The second way I see this fight going, if both guys may be a little more timid. Both guys may be a little more, maybe timid the wrong word. Both guys may be a little more calculated in their attacks this time, and it could be a slower fight, more so, of a boxing match, less of a firefight than the first time. If both of these guys remember that pain, that power, man, I don't want to get hit by this guy, Donaire, man, I don't want to get hit by this guy anyway. Then maybe we could see a boxing match break out. And if we talking boxing for boxing, skill for skill, I would say Donaire has the edge in straight up boxing, being a more pure boxer. I think Donaire has the edge, the pure boxing edge over Inoue. Now, could his gas tank hold up, with his age and nutrition and things like that? If it comes straight up to a boxing match, hands down boxing match, I think Donaire wins the boxing match. If somebody is going to I think Donaire wins the boxing match, being that he don't gas. Donaire's gas tank is going to be important in this fight. It's going to be the most important factor in this fight. But I think Donaire's gas tank is going to fail him in this fight. I think if there is a stoppage, it's going to be a later round stoppage. And I think because it's going to be a later round stoppage, if there is one, I think this age, anyway, I think Donaire might be just a little too old for Monster in this fight. My heart wants to go with Donaire. I promise you I do. Like, I want to pick Donaire so bad. I want to pick him so bad. But I think this fight is 3 years too late. I think it was kind of done on purpose. And I think they kind of just setting up Donaire for Monster to finish him off on the plate like they were supposed to do the first time. I think anyway, go finish the job this time. Hurts my heart to make this pick, y'all, but I'm going Monster Inoue for the victory. I'm going 10th round stoppage. Monster Inoue over Nonito Donaire. But I will tell you this. Donaire is a big underdog in this fight, and I will be putting my money on Donaire. But on record, on slab. My mind tells me that Monster Inoue is going to win this fight, man. I hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong with this, but my mind tells me Monster Inoue is going to win this fight, y'all. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong about themselves with the people that came in. Shout out my guy Teach, was good, pimp. Glad you could make it. Shout out my guy MP, what the fuck? Glad you could make it. Shout out my guy Just Do Boxing. Glad you could make it, pimp. Shout out my guy Jay Lee, the chosen one. Glad you could make it. Shout out my guy Jamie Finch. Glad you could make it. Shout out my guy Sheldon Moore. Glad you could make it. Donaire getting a lot of love in here, man. Donaire gets a lot of love. That I got you, A1. We can do it. We can do it. We can go 25. We can bet 25 push-ups, A1. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I be doing push-ups at the end of this note. I got you, A1 bet. A1. Bet it. Got it. My guy Teddy was good. Teddy, appreciate you sliding through this, John Teddy. Big Islam was good. He said Monster that from Nonito is man down today, tomorrow, and forever. Monster about to that from Nonito. Bet A1. Got you, pimp. Got you. So I got Monster. You got Donaire. I got Monster. You got Donaire. Bet. You got 25 push on. Now, what's good, y'all? Said Monster getting beat, T. Nonito must deliver the bone collector. Facts. I hope so. I hope I'm wrong about this one, y'all. I swear I hope I'm wrong. And we going to start the marathon a little later. We're going to start the marathon for this about we're going to start the marathon for this about 12. About 12. We're going to marathon because this joint will be on all night. If I had to do two part twos, if I had to do a part two, I'd do a part two. But you know, it is fight day. And y'all know how your boy get down on fight day. We getting down to the get down. But I got what's good, Crush. But I got Inoue 10th round stoppage over Nonito Donaire. Hope I'm wrong. I will be betting on Donaire though because he is the underdog. He is the one of my more favorite fighters in this particular fight. I like Donaire. Been watching him for a minute. I think Monster is the hype job, but I do see the skill that Monster has. So either tonight, either Monster takes that step into greatness, and then hopefully after this, he moved up to 122 and he fight Cool Boy for undisputed. You know what I mean? So either he moves up, either Monster takes that next step into stardom, or Donaire shows y'all that he's still that man and that he's still that dude even at 40 years old. But that he said, wait a damn minute, the rapper Trevor was killed by his ex-boy. His girlfriend ex, bro. His girlfriend ex. His girlfriend. Yeah, but that's all I got. Skin Highway 17. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rock it. And I'm out. Look.